Hi everyone, it's Amber, and today I'm going to talk about how to start cosplaying. I thought it was kind of weird that I've made videos about cosplay makeup, wigs, props, painting, whatever, but I never really talked about how to start it all. So that's what I'm going to do today. Also, disclaimer, I'm a little bit sick, so sorry for my weird voice, and if I do not look alive, because I do not feel alive. So before I'm going to talk about really the cosplay itself, it's really good to talk about if you really are going to be able to cosplay, because there are really some rules about cosplaying, because not everyone is suitable for cosplay. So let's go into that. Some really important rules are about race and gender and stuff. For example, it does not matter what race you are. Cosplay a dark-skinned Mikasa or a really light-skinned Korra. Doesn't matter. Also, your figure does not matter. Cosplay is about fun. Same goes for gender. You can crossplay, make yourself into the opposite gender. You can change the gender of the character, which is a gender band. Again, do whatever you want. Want to keep on your glasses because you don't like contact lenses? Go ahead. Want to change some things, like covering up a bit more even though a character is wearing some really skimpy clothes? Cosplay doesn't really have rules. That's the only rule for cosplay. It is for fun and showing your love for a character. So keep that in mind. So if you're a person who wants to cosplay, then you can cosplay. So you want to cosplay. Next step is to pick what character you want to cosplay. It can be whatever, from a game, from a movie, series, anime, manga, a band, from YouTube, whatever. I've seen the craziest cosplays, from the painting from SpongeBob or even Vincent van Gogh. Cosplay whatever character you really love. Another tip is to start easy. Pick a character with an easy outfit, because first you're also going to try to cosplay for the first time. So if in the end you don't really like it and it's not your thing, you didn't waste a bunch of time by making a really complicated cosplay. And also, what it was really like for me is that cosplay is also about learning a bunch of stuff. So along the way your cosplays are going to be better and better. For an example, one of my first cosplay was a Jinna band of Kiba from Naruto, which was just some leggings, a hoodie, and then a headband and some kunai and stuff. And that's completely different from what I'm doing now. Another example is my Ada the Huntress cosplay, which has a ton of armor I made myself. So if you pick your character to cosplay, it's time to look at how you're going to get a cosplay. You can buy a cosplay or you can make it yourself. If you want to buy it, you can look online. Some sites like AliExpress or eBay are going to be your best friends if you're going to cosplay on a budget. But keep in mind that you should look at reviews so you aren't scammed or end up with something that isn't accurate at all and is completely different from the picture that it shows on the website. If you want to make sure that it is really perfect, you can also commission a cosplayer, then someone else is making it for you. This can be a bit more expensive, because of course you have to pay for materials and the time that person is going to put into making the costume for you, but it's really going to be worth it, because commissioned cosplayers are most of the time fitting really well and they look as accurate as possible. And of course you can also make the cosplay yourself. Some people would say that it will be really expensive, but I think it's just as expensive as you want it to be. You can do a closet cosplay, and just as the name says, just taking items from your own closet to cosplay a certain character. So you can look into your own closet, see what items match, and the items that you do not have you can buy in a regular clothing store. Another thing is that the thrift shop is going to be your best friend too. I think the biggest example for that is the cosplay behind me. Everything about this is thrifted, from like the boots to all the fabrics that I used. And then of course, if you have a bigger budget, you can look at fabric stores and craft foam or even Worbla, but all about cosplay materials I'm going to explain in another video. And also, pro tip, even if you're going to buy cosplay, it is a great tip to learn how to sew. It can happen that if you buy a cosplay it won't fit the right way, so then you can easily change it so it can really fit your body type. And of course also, if something breaks, you can repair it yourself. So now you picked the character and the way you're going to acquire cosplay, and you're going to make it yourself. It is time to look at references. Google is going to help you the most, together with YouTube. Google is going to help you with all the reference material, concept art, watch the series, anime or whatever again, so you can really pay attention to the outfit. Or what I do with characters from games, I go play the game again and then I like zoom in with the camera to like really look at all the details, because paying attention to that can really make your cosplay better. So gather reference images, gather screenshots. Also, what can really help is look at other cosplays. I feel like some people create a little bit of pressure themselves that they have to do it completely by themselves, but cosplay is the competition, so it can really help you to look at other cosplayers, get some inspiration from what they do. What kind of fabrics did they pick? What other materials did they use? Did they change a little bit about the costume? Like whatever. It can really help to look at others. And you can even ask some people from help. I did it myself, like also in personal conventions. Like, hey, your cosplay is great. How did you do this? How did you make that prop? What materials did you use? The cosplay community can be like a big family, and I think it stays really great if we help each other. So speaking of helping each other, it made me think about some apps that I like to use. And also, this isn't sponsored, and I wish it was. But the first app I'm going to talk about is Cosplayamino. That's the little icon. It's pretty much like social media for cosplay. You can make an account and then post whatever you want about your cosplay. Write blogs, there are tutorials, whatever, polls. And this is really great to like make friends and also ask for help. Like for example, I did a peach makeup test and I asked people for advice, like did it really suit her as a character? Should I change something about the makeup? Another example is a post about the wings for Morgan. I never made wings before that also could move, so I just made a blog with a question and people gave me great answers that really helped me out. Another app that can help is Cosplanner. Cosplanner, it's right there. It stays blurry because also my camera isn't nice to me. If it focus. But well, I hope you can see, but it's pretty much an app where you can like add a character, the series, all the information about the character, and then just what you have to buy and what you have to make. Then you can add like the budget, the cost, whatever, what you already made, and then it calculates which percentage of the cosplay you finished. So that app can really help with your progress and not forgetting things and staying inside your budget. And just keep in mind when making your cosplay, it isn't bad if you mess up something or if it isn't great the first time. It's just about learning and you will get better in time. So now you have your cosplay and you're pretty much complete. Now it's time for the last step, and that is going somewhere in your cosplay. That can be a photo shoot, you can go to a convention or to a meet. A convention is just like an event you get a ticket for, and then you go there. There are panels and stuff, other activities, dealer rooms where you can buy all the merch you want. Just a bunch of people that also cosplay and like the games and anime and stuff. If a convention is a little bit too busy and too crowded for you, there are also cosplay meets. So that's pretty much how you start cosplaying. So just as a little summary, cosplay is for everyone. It isn't bad to fail. You learn from failing, so don't be sad if you do. I did many times. Cosplay wherever you want, however you want, and cosplay is all about having fun. So that's the video about how to start cosplaying. If you still have some questions, leave those in the description below and of course I will answer them. Oh, and also if this video made you start cosplaying, or if you used any one of my tutorials, and if you're on Instagram, tag me in a picture of whatever you made or cosplayed, because I would love to see what you guys do with my tutorials. If you like this video and if you want to see more like this, subscribe if you didn't already do that. Thanks for watching, of course, and until next time. Bye guys!